today we are doing the Waterloo to Pickering sections of the Trans-Canada Trail. It is mid-November, got a few headwinds working against me on this trip. Shorter daylight hours. Rain scheduled for this afternoon, I gotta dodge that. 35k to my first stop and then another 45 to my next one. We're not even 10k into our ride this morning and there's already something stuck in the drivetrain. Really? The trail is closed from some fucking stupid construction? Are you serious? There's the Timmies. There's where I'm gonna call home for the next 3 hours. See you in 3 hours. Well, it's not ideal because it's still raining a little bit, but I really need to get, board's gonna get a little bit wet. ESC's all sealed up nice and tight. I don't think the battery will get wet. So, yes, I know I'm taking a huge risk by doing this. I just gotta take things super slow so I don't spin out. I was wondering why the bike trail stopped. It turns out I'm not even on the TCT right now. There's a rail trail about 50 meters into the woods over there. That's where I'm supposed to be. I could see it through the tree line there. Okay, so this itself is not the TCT, but it's a little switchback that gets me back onto it. Although, I'm not sure how much riding I want to do on it. It's looking kind of flooded right now. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This is quickly turning into not a fun day. And it's like super rough gravel too. Well, I guess there's nothing to do but try and make distance and, I don't know, somehow ride around the wet parts. Plus side, there is a lot of places around here to stealth camp if I need to stop for the day. I mean, it's going to be a little wet, but it'll do. So, my next stop is 45 kilometers away. Assuming this board doesn't die on me from subjecting it to crazy amounts of water, we're gonna try and push all the way there. But there is a hotel about halfway between here and there at about the 26k mark that I can do instead if I don't quite make it that far. Oh man, all this rain. Oh. Yeah, you know what? With all this rain, I think I'm just gonna make it to that inn that's in 26k and call it a day. I don't even know if I'll make it that far, to be honest. My poor board is getting the shit kicked out of it on this trip. I'm averaging about 20 kilometers an hour, so at this rate, it'll take me about an hour and 15 minutes to get to the inn. Well, we got out of the ruddy part of the trail, and this is more graded. Less prone to cooling, it looks like. If it could stay like this, I'd be a lot happier. I got mud all over my face and my hand. I think this battery's just about ready to be swapped out. I've only done about 7 kilometers. Then again, it has been super rough on it, so. Oh man, look at the state of the board. Two concerns are A, water seeping into the wood of the deck and causing damage, which is why I want to dry it out as soon as possible. And second one is water getting into the ESC, which I also don't want. I gotta swap over this battery. So far the inside is staying dry, thankfully. Let's keep it that way. All right, 7k down, 19 to go. So the motel I was looking at, originally it was a little bit closer. It's only 20k instead of 26. But after I read the reviews, yeah, no. Davidson's Motel, literally every friggin' review was talking about bed bugs. Having had those in the past, no thank you. I'd rather do the additional 6k. Honestly, I would rather have my board get completely screwed over and wrecked in the rain and have to pay to rebuild the entire thing than to get bed bugs again. That's how much I hate bed bugs. If you've never had them, you have no idea what I'm talking about, and if you have, you know exactly why I would rather do that. At about 20 kilometers an hour, my board started fishtailing and I had to bail out. That's exactly what I don't want to be doing. I gotta go slow. But check out this fog that's starting to settle in. I don't know how well it's coming through on the GoPro. Getting a little foggy in here. That's cool. But yeah, I'm trying to keep it under 15 kilometers an hour right now, preferably 10. That's gonna make it take a lot longer to get to my destination, but at least I'm not gonna fall off my board and get super injured. Watch out for these damn mud sections, man. You see that? That was me almost wiping out again. Oh, oh, I hope this is a lot drier for tomorrow, man. This is sketchy times, bro. Sketchy times. I keep not paying attention to how fast I'm going, pick up too much speed, and then I wipe out. That's dumb. Just slow it down. Nice and slow. It's so spooky. That finally happened. I finally took a tumble. I'm alright. Landed on my backpack though, so I hope I didn't snap the tent poles in my backpacking bag. I'll be alright if I did. I got my tarp, and it's not a buggy season, so at least the ground is nice and soft. I didn't get hurt on the fall, thankfully. I did get super muddy though, and a little wet on the legs, even more so. But that was the brakes. I'm okay, board's okay. Oh, I'm losing light. I got 11 kilometers to go, and these trail conditions are not improving. Oh, my feet are absolutely drenched. Thankfully I was smart and put wool socks on. I don't want to be riding in the dark. It got too dark to ride without any sort of light, so I put this on my head and swapped over the battery. I'm really hoping that last battery will get me all the way there. I mean, worst case I might have another kilometer or two of hiking, but slowly but surely we're getting there. It's just riding when it's dark like this is very dangerous. So, I plugged the last battery in, but the board, she does not want to turn on. Really hoping I just plugged that battery in the wrong way. Oh, that's why. Oh no. Oh, good thing I caught that. Oh, fuck. That was dumb. I plugged the one battery into the other one. Oh no. Mike, baby, what is you doing? You gotta be careful. Oh, hopefully that didn't bugger one of the batteries. Not sure what would have happened. I guess they just would have equalized in voltage. Yeah, it's turning on now. Okay. Oh, that was a scare. Let's not do that again. Oh. Okay. I've got like 8K to go. Get a load of this, man. Look at this fog. I can't even see 2 feet in front of me regardless of whether I got the light on or not. Because who knows what the heck is 10 feet ahead of me. Oh man, am I lucky. I was resigning myself to 8 more kilometers of this gravel trail, but as soon as I commit to it, lo and behold, I wind up on a bike trail. Oh my, oh me, oh my, am I happy. So, we're at least getting into, I think it's Brantford. And it's very misty right now. I am absolutely drenched from about the kneecaps down. I'm really hoping there's a room available in this hotel. Yeah, we're in the city now. We're there's a Swiss Chalet and a Harvey's over there. Oh, finally. I'm a hurting unit. Too many bales off of the board. There's no safe way to ride right now. There's no sidewalk or bike lane or anything, so I kind of have to walk on the shoulder, pulling the board. It's fine. I've only been pulling it for about 1.5 kilometers. It looks a lot later than it actually is. It's only like 6:30, maybe 7. But oh man, that was an adventure today. And as of right now, fingers crossed, the board is still functional. Doesn't have any problems with it. Hopefully that doesn't change. There we go. please have a room available? How's it going? Not too bad. I'd like to book a room for the night.
You can just turn left and it should be on the right.
Okay, this is room 100. Okay. Anyways, cheers. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Oh, now we're in some light. You can get a good look at me. Let me get further into the light here. Yeah, I took a beating today. Oh, I gotta dry this board out. Okay. Oh man, I got blasted. Thankfully, I got a clean pair of clothes in there, so I'll let these dry and I'll put on my spare. All right, starting to get some semblance of all sorted out here. Got the skateboard and my socks and my shoes all set up to dry. Those are all the wettest things. Change of clothes. Nice, clean, dry change of clothes. I'm gonna get my batteries plugged in and charging, all my other electronics plugged in and charging. I calculated it. We only did 60K today. 35 to the first charging stop, which was mostly not too problematic. And then that 25K of rough gravel rail trail in really wet, dark, foggy weather. Oh man, I prefer not to do that again. It's a small miracle that my board is still working. No water got into the battery compartment at all. It was bone dry in there. ESC seems like it's fine. I gotta check the weather and see what it's gonna be like for tomorrow. That's my to-do list. Check the weather and check and see what our route for tomorrow's looking like. Pretty sure I got another 25 kilometers of gravel rail trail. You know what? I'm pretty impressed with how well that held up on top of the helmet there with the strap for the light. It worked pretty well. Yeah, I don't like riding in the dark, but it's not the most powerful headlamp ever. And I have to crank the light up to max in order to actually see enough ahead of me to not crash and die. But I'm glad I made it here safe. Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't starting to get a little sketched out. At least tomorrow, it'll hopefully be dry, and at the very least, it'll be in the daylight. Oh, I think that was like the worst combination of factors. I think that was a worst case scenario for a trail ride. It was absolutely drenched. Like you saw all the puddles and stuff that I had to dodge and rode through. So I hope my board's okay. It was dark. It was a super gnarly, gravelly rail trail. And it was foggy. So, day one definitely threw I think the hardest bits at me. It'll be another 5:30 wake up tomorrow. Let's take a look at the weather. So we're due for a very tiny bit of rain tomorrow afternoon. It says roughly 1 millimeter for tomorrow afternoon. Oh, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make dinner here. Because there's no little balcony or anything I can set my alcohol stove up on. There's no restaurants around here. And even if there was, I don't know if I'd want to go walking with my soaked shoes. So I'm gonna dig out my food bag and see what my options are. I got a coffee machine over there. Thought it was a Keurig, but it's actually just a little coffee machine. I'm gonna fill that up with water and get some boiling water out of it, I think. Maybe I'll make some cup of noodles or something that way. We have a plan. Oh, that's the offending coffee machine in question. Alright. Lift this up. Pour some water in it. Is this even plugged in? Nope. There we go. Now I can brew some hot water. Alright, first batch is done, I think. This is going to be a very slow process. All right, I think we have a passable amount of water in there for a double bowl of ramen. All right, coffee, water noodles, bone apple tea. Happy to report they taste just like Mr. Noodles. Before I sign off for the day, I'm going to show you a little buddy that followed me into my hotel room. I have no idea how he got in here. He must have been stuck to me or stuck to my board or something. Well, other than making sure all my stuff gets charged, that's about it for today. See you in the morning. Oh, morning. Yesterday was rough, man. I only managed to do 60 kilometers. This morning, we've got even more rail trail and a 20-kilometer stretch to our next charging stop, which was supposed to be where I stopped yesterday. Man, is my body sore. In the words of Buck65, we're back at it, dirty and restless. To a late start this morning, it's already 8 o'clock, but man, I was super sore and yesterday took a lot out of me, so my socks are soaked, my shoes are soaked. Thankfully I got wool socks on, but yeah, it's a little chilly. It would appear I immediately have some issues to deal with regarding my drivetrain. Alright. Probably just some stuff stuck in there that needs to be cleaned out. Hardly surprising after last night's very adventurous last 25 kilometers. Alright, so I cleaned out the first one. There wasn't really anything lodged in there. Let me check this one. What I think might have happened is that the dirt might have kind of cemented the motor to the frame, and this thing is spring tensioned, so I think giving it a few quick taps with the skate tool to loosen it up and let the spring tension it properly might actually do it some wonders. Yeah, I know riding in this rain last night was not the smartest idea, but alright, let's see what we've got going on in here. So yeah, again, nothing really stuck in the drivetrain at all. Yeah, I think it was just the belt was slipping because it wasn't tensioned properly. I'm actually honestly surprised there was nothing lodged in there after how much abuse I put this thing through last night. That, in theory, should have fixed the belt slipping issue. Alright. Full send from a standstill. Let's see what happens. There's a tiny bit of slippage. Fudge. This belt just keeps on slipping and I don't know why. Oh. Huh. Well, I found the one that was slipping, and it outright snapped on me. All right. Thankfully, I've got one last belt that I can swap out, and then that other one that I swapped out that was close to tearing. All right. Well, at least now I know why this was slipping. Yeah, that's the first time I've had a belt snap clean off. Wacky. All right, that belt on there. Please, can I not have any more drivetrain issues on this trip? Let us hope that this resolves the issue, because I'm running out of ideas here. More rail trail. Yay. Okay, well that's good. That resolved the issue because I'm not hearing any skipping. Let's keep it that way. It's so weird, it keeps alternating between gravel and paved. And everything seems to be dry, so I'll take that as a win. I gotta be careful, I've used up all my belts. Come to this. Oh, hello. Oh, you just caught that bale on camera. I hit a piece of gravel and some really sandy silt here. Flying off. Right, this seems to be somewhat recently paved, so I'll take this. Can it stay paved? That'd be great, because then I can make some really good distance today. A lot of new construction going in and around here, eh? Ow. Cool. Oh, look at these views. And we're back to the gravel, it looks like. I got something lodged in there again, and it's causing the belt to skip. I'm not optimistic about how today's going to end with this trip. There's nothing in the drivetrain that would be causing it to slip. Or the teeth of the drive gear are just getting wound down enough where there's not enough to bite into and it's slipping. Yeah. Give it another... My backpack just fell over. I'm gonna give it another go. But yeah, with these drivetrain issues, I'm not optimistic I'll be able to finish out the day, to be honest. And if it keeps skipping and I can't solve it, I'm gonna have to pull the cord, send up a flare, pop smoke, call the wife, beg her to come pick me up. Let's hope we can turn it around, but I'm not optimistic. Got that all back together. Let's try this one more time. Message the wife and let her know there's a very high probability I'll have to bail out of this trip because of how many drivetrain issues I'm having, how many belts I'm going through. Yeah, see, it's drivetrain's fine now, no issues. And it's weird, I assembled it all together again, and now it's not skipping. There's nothing stuck in it. It's so weird. Okay, so I'm hesitant to say I think I figured out what was causing the belts to slip, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you my hypothesis. I think when I was tightening the belt cover, so what the belt cover does is it pins against the motor itself and pulls it taut, and that keeps the motor properly mounted in place, tensioned with a spring. But I don't think I was tightening it hard enough to secure it against the frame, so I think it was eventually just loosening up and the belt was starting to slip. So since I had tried over tightening it, I haven't had any slippage, but it's only been a couple K, so we'll see how that holds up. Alright, my morale is slowly improving. Alright, paved trail, now we are talking. I'm making good time on this paved trail. It's been all paved. I hope it stays that way. Oh man, really enjoying this nice, smoothly paved trail. It's a welcome break from that nastiness last night and this morning. So far, not to jinx it, but the drivetrain is holding up. Well, I managed to make it almost 14 kilometers on the first battery before I have to swap it over, so I guess I better bend down and get that done. I've only got about 5 kilometers to my next charging stop. This battery lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. Alright. We are good until we get to our next charging stop. I might be able to make the push to Hamilton today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. I've been essentially paralleling the Grand River since like yesterday afternoon. Well, one of my belts is slipping again. I think it's the one on the left. We gotta fix that again. Looks like there's some litter in there. Alright, I'll catch up with you guys when this is all dealt with. Alright, what is this? Take 4 with this board in the drivetrain. Again, there was nothing in there that was stopping it, so I re-tightened everything up as tight as I could get it. Yeah, I know, this belt is just outright skipping. Damn it. Well, I did everything all back up, tightened it as tight as I could get it. There's nothing in there, and it's still skipping with no torque whatsoever being applied. So I think that's it. I'm popping smoke and pulling the plug, because I can't be like disassembling and reassembling my drivetrain every 5 seconds to try and get this thing to work. So that sucks. The curse continues. I don't even think I broke 100 kilometers on this attempt. Damn it. I guess that's it for this one. Once I sort out my board, we'll pick this back up right where I left off. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. This was a short one. If you're new to the channel, I'm all about backpacking and adventuring with EVs in weird and unconventional ways. So check out the rest of my videos and see if that's your thing. Bye for now.